Hey everybody! I think we're here. All right. Welcome to our show.
To Sunday.
Welcome to Sunday afternoon.
It's morning here in LA. So good morning to you West Coast people. Good afternoon to the East Coast people.
And anybody else in between somewhere.
So that would be noon in Mountain Time, 1 o'clock in Central Time. Hi Ray, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you Ray. This is really great. We're proud to be the inaugural artist in Ray's Summer Sundays.
We are. And look at the t-shirt I have, Ray. Recognize it? Hello.
Great. Okay, cool. Somebody said something, so...
You'll have to read that to me, Alice. I can't see it.
I'll be honest with you, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it either.
There they are.
I've got them for backup. Ready? Should I check in with Ray first, maybe? Just make sure he's on there. So, we've got Ray Masuko here as kind of our moderator, so if you guys have any questions during the show, issues with the stream or anything like that, just put a comment in the chat and Ray will get back to you.
Let us know how the balance is. It'll help.
Yeah.
We don't want you to have too much bass, but we don't want you to have not enough either.
We want there to be plenty of bass.
Plenty of bass, but not too much, but plenty. I want you to be able to hear every note I'm playing, as well as every note Alice is playing, every note she's singing, I'm singing.
All right, I give up. I'm putting on my glasses.
There you go.
Oh, good. They're there. Whew.
Oh, good.
Okay. All right. You guys don't mind if I wear my glasses, do you?
Hello, Jim and Austin. All right.
Here we go.
We are ready. Ready, good, set.
Every night I have the strangest dream. All these ghosts are talking to me, laid down in my bed, and I can hardly sleep. These homeland blues have got a hold of me. Well, I went over to my cousin's house to see if we could figure it out. He said it's plain to see you got them homeland blues. That's when you know that you got them homeland blues. And I got them homeland blues. Don't you know I got them homeland blues? Said I got them homeland blues. Try to tell you I got them homeland blues. The sooner I book my ticket, the sooner I'll come running back to you. I asked my mother, do you know what I mean? And she could hardly look up at me, had her eyes to her paper, and I knew she had them too. Had her eyes on her coffee, and I knew she had them too. Have you ever missed something that you never even had? You're down so low and you feel so bad. That's when you know you got them homeland blues. And that's when you know that you got them homeland blues. And I got them homeland blues. Don't you know I got them homeland blues? Said I got them homeland blues. Try to tell come running back to you. I went outside and I couldn't get a cab. All distracted by the night we had, I sat down on the curb, nursing my homeland blues. I'm half out in the street and I'm nursing my homeland blues. Well, my American soul gets lonely sometimes. I take a walk and it clears my mind, and I hold you tight to shake my homeland blues. I hold on tight and I shake my homeland blues. And I got them homeland blues. Don't you know I got them homeland blues? Said I got them homeland blues. Honey, pull over, got them homeland blues. The sooner I book my ticket, the sooner I'll come running back to you. If home is where I left it, the sooner I'll come running back to you. Thank you. Yay. Oh, hey, Linda and Pat. Hey, Northampton. All right, sweet. Rock solid broadcast. Yes.
Yeah. How's the sound, guys?
Sounds like they're happy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesse. You feel me on the glasses. Appreciate that. Ray, I feel you. Listening, reading, watching, and typing is very difficult. Okay, great. Hey, Michael. Michael said it sounds great.
Oh, good.
Ooh, bass could come up.
All right. Thank you, Michael.
Michael knows his audience. Don't get him started. It's just gonna keep... Just kidding. The more bass, the better. And honestly, since I've known you, Freebo, I have become much more aware of how little bass there often is in mixes, and it frustrates me.
Oh,
so I feel you. I feel like I'm I don't know, living vicariously through your bass player mentality.
Well, it's not that I've been frustrated my whole life, don't get me wrong, people. It's just that there's a reason why we do this, and, you know, it's kind of an important piece of the music, so it needs to be there.
Especially when one plays as many beautiful counter melodies as you do.
Well, thank you. I was fishing for that, actually.
I was right there for you, no problem.
What you got?
Well, I'm kind of feeling still on my mind. So, this is,
Ooh, sorry about that.
Keep an eye on that thing. So I began writing this song, still on my mind, when I was up at my family's little cabin in Stowe, Vermont. So many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with the beautiful Green Mountain State. I know some of you are there right now. And growing up in Boston, that was kind of our escape. And I'm sure many of you Vermonters are plenty sick of us Bostonians coming and crawling all over beautiful, quiet, peaceful Vermont. But we had a place that has been there since about 100 years ago. My great uncle built it in the 1920s, and Freebo.
No, go ahead.
I'm trying to tell a story here.
No, I'm listening. I'm just watching.
Where was I?
Vermont?
Anyway, the point is, I love Vermont, and this song was written as spring was just starting to come on, and I took this unfinished song and brought it to Freebo, and this is when we were working on my record Visions that came out a year ago, and we finished up the song together, and it speaks volumes. So here it is, still on my mind. Volumes.
Volumes.
I don't know what volumes, but it's something, a lot of liquid, you know. Okay. Rain falling across the water, mist is rising on the mountainside, leaves are blooming in the ash tree, robins are looking for something sweet. Where I'm sitting beneath the eaves, and not one drop will find me. A little seedling is breaking through, persistent as the thought of you. Looking out into a sea of green, thinking on the years and miles that lie between. It seems so long ago, but you're still on my mind, you know. I go walking through the trees, the water dances over stones. The April morning is clean and new, but this breeze has brought the thought of you. Looking out into a sea of green, thinking on the years and miles that lie between. It seems so long ago, but you're still on my mind, you know. I sat down by the riverside, beer and I could drink it dry and still not be satisfied. The banks are full, but all this rain, if they'll overflow, I can't say. The crickets calling in the firelight, and a long and gentle sleep tonight. Looking out into a sea of green, seems so long ago, but you're still on my mind. Yeah, you're still on my mind, you know. You know. Thank you.
Lovely, Alice.
Thanks.
Yeah. And I'm so proud to be part of that song, really.
Yeah.
It's a lovely song.
It's amazing how songs are kind of a record of where we are in life, and you kind of get to revisit that moment every time. That's how I feel about it.
No, that's true.
It's very cathartic. Let's see what they saying.
What is it?
Ray said, just when I thought it was not possible to love Alice more, she starts talking about Vermont. I feel you. Vermont is the most special place. Hey, John. Great. Glad you all are enjoying it. Yes, it is indeed a sea of green. All right, now I'm going to stare at the computer while you tell your little story.
Well, my little story, I noticed this is an old song of mine, Michael Joachim. You'll recognize this song. This is a reworks, whole different feel to it, but you know, in this whole coronavirus, we kind of have to rethink everything and recalculate, as it were. And for me, I've been a rock and roller, a blues guy, a folk guy for most of my life, and I guess the song says it all. It's called "I'll Never Be Ready to Hang Up My Rock and Roll Shoes," no matter what happens. I'll never be ready to hang up my rock and roll shoes. I'll never be ready to ever stop singing these blues. I'll be doing it by night, I'll be doing it by day, I'll be doing it blind when I'm old and gray. And I'll never be ready to hang up, never be ready to hang up, never be ready to hang up my rock and roll shoes. I'll never be ready to fit into society. Well, I wish you bill collectors could forget about bothering me. I barely make a living, no security. Yeah, but I'm about as happy as a man can be. And I'll never be ready to hang up, never be ready to hang up, never be ready to hang up my rock and roll shoes. Ah, hey kid, do you want to learn to play a guitar?
Yeah, I do.
You can pick a song and sing along. Maybe you can be a star. Whoa! Don't you think I'm crazy? Won't you come and carry me away? 'Cause wherever I go, I will be sitting on the dock of the bay. With Otis beside me and Pickett behind, the Stones and Chuck Berry serenade my mind. And I'll never be ready to hang up, never be ready to hang up, I'll never be ready to hang up my rock and roll, and never be ready to hang up, up my rock and roll shoes. I'll never be ready. No, I'll never be ready.
No, no, never
I'll be
be ready.
having 1 foot in my grave.
1 foot in the grave.
I'll be in my grave.
I'll be in my grave.
But I'll still be kicking.
Still be singing.
I'll be rocking.
I'll be rolling.
I'll be rolling too. I'll be walking.
I'll be talking.
I'll be strolling.
I'll be running.
You ain't gonna put me down, Alice.
No way, baby.
No, no way, no. And I will never be ready to hang up. Never be ready to hang up. Never be ready. I'll never be ready. I'll never be ready to hang up my rock and roll shoe. Ow! I hope you enjoyed that as much as we did.
Oh my god, I feel so ridiculous putting my glasses on to read your comments every time. This is funny.
What?
No, just... Ray said, Freebo's rock and roll shoes are
Getting old?
30 years older than Alice is now. Oh,
Well-
Michael's so sweet.
Actually, Ray, I just I feel responsible for kind of weaving a pair of rock and roll shoes for Alice. To be honest with you, I think
It's true.
I think I created them, and I'm
Woven
gradually
shoes.
woven shoes, and we've been putting them on her feet to mix with her folk. And
I've been trying them out. I've been taking walks in them.
yeah, come up with a new category for Alice's music: folk soul.
I thought it was soul folk.
Or soul folk. Soul folk. What do you like better? No, soul folk actually sounds good. Soul folk. Folk
Blue-eyed soul folk.
Blue-eyed soul folk. Yeah. Well, here's one of my folk songs that I wrote with Severin Brown. A lot of you've heard this before, but I love this song, and it's so apropos in these times. It's called "To the Light." I've heard it said the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. How do we hear the wisdom of the crickets in the night, singing out of sight from way down here, way down here, where there's only right or wrong? Why can't we just try to get along? I've heard it said there's 100 billion galaxies of light, lighting up the night for you and me. We could be just as peaceful as the earth from outer space, living in a place of harmony. Harmony. Oh, such a lovely sound. Why do we put one another down? Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light.
To the light.
To the light. I've heard it said every culture has a history in stone, dances of their own they like to do. Wouldn't you like to be accepted just the way you are? Is that really hard to see? Couldn't we find a way to understand and blow away that line in the sand. Just consider that there is no wrong or right, and consider that there is no black or white. There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light.
To the light.
To the light. Dee dee dee.
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 Dee dee dee. Dee dee dee.
Dee dee dee.
There are always shades of gray to help us find our way to the light.
To the light.
To the light. To the light.
To the light.
To the light. I've heard it said,
I've heard it said,
the earth looks peaceful when it's seen from outer space. Such a pretty place for you and me. For you and me.
for you and me.
For you and me.
For you and me.
For you and me. For you and me. Thank you. You know, while I was singing that, I was thinking that Alice and I actually went to a march yesterday. Well, it wasn't a peace march exactly. It was a protest for put on by Black Lives Matter, just about the killing in Minneapolis, like so many killings of black people by generally white cops, and just really about police violence. And it felt really good to be there. And the march really started off very peacefully and wound up not so peaceful. And you know, it seems to be that energetic around, and you know, violence begets violence and peace begets peace.
But it was really powerful
It
to
was.
see that where it started was in, you know, in righteous anger and frustration, but not in a violent way. And then what seems to have started that is like this blockade that was created, you know, by the police, where it's like, nope, show's over, everybody go home. And it's like, we were just thinking, like, what if they
Actually
guided
helped us
them
out, yeah.
like as a march through the streets and like joined with them? That would be so powerful. And
It really would.
when there's that much, you know, anger and frustration, it's not surprising that, you know, it turns to that if it's not like given a channel, you know, to go somewhere.
Yeah, it's an energetic. It's really everything that you know, Christianity is supposed to be about. Everything that Jesus was preaching: turn the other cheek, and love thy neighbor, and do unto others. And we've gotten so far away from that. And you know, I like to put some of those ideas in my music. I know it's idealistic, but you know, I come from the '60s, and Alice has a '60s mentality about her. And thank you, Alice, for actually suggesting about, you know, calling me up and say, hey, let's go down to this rally. So I really appreciate that. It was powerful. It really was powerful.
I just want to thank you all for actually purchasing tickets ahead of time. This is kind of a new thing that we're trying out, and thank you for doing that for us. It's really helps a lot. I know everybody's kind of, this is an unusual economic situation for all of us, so we really appreciate that you could put that towards our music.
We do. And this is, You know, this is a life path that we've chosen, and not always the easiest.
For better or worse.
For better, for worse, but it's...
you still seem to be alive, and you're on the same life path, so there's hope for me.
I somehow, yeah, I think there's more hope for you than maybe.
All right, here goes. You've been away so long. I walked out in a storm the other night. I walked out into the river as it raged above its banks the other night. I was sure the current would part around my waist, and I reached out for your hand. I admit I was afraid. Strong swimmer though I know myself to be. Hey darling, you've been away so long. Hey darling, hey, you've been away so long. See how the trees have grown since you've been gone. I went down to the water's edge. I went down to the water as the sun sank low behind the ridge. The last deep breath of summer lies blazing in the sky, and one step towards those mountains and I'd grow the wings to fly. Every whisper of the waves upon the shore tells me so. Hey darling, you've been away so long. Hey darling, hey, you've been away so long. See how my garden's grown since you've been gone. Hey darling, you've been away so long. Hey darling, hey, you've been away so long. See how my garden's grown since you've been gone. Nice solo.
Thank you.
I was having to avoid your bass while you
Oh,
were
was
doing your
I?
solo. It was really funny.
Guess I was really getting into it.
That's good. No, I knew that.
How they doing out there, Alice?
Oh.
You can see with your glasses.
Oh, I can see. Thank you. Thank you, Don. That's very kind of you. He wanted to know how to tip us.
Don who?
Don Cohen, who lives in California, but who we've never met before.
Thank you.
Yes, so I will put that information here. That's very generous of you. Thank you.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Like I was saying earlier, you know, but not begging, but this is what we do, and really appreciate Ray for setting this up for us. You know, we can't do any live gigs, and you can't go to any live gigs, so this is what we wind up doing. But there's something that's very intimate about it. I mean, especially with this chat where you get to make the comments. You can't do that live. Well, maybe you can to each other, but we don't get to hear them. So that's kind of cool. So there, in a way, we're separated, but in some ways we're closer together. And we really do appreciate your support, like Alice said earlier about buying the tickets. Thank you so much for that, and thank you for setting this up again, Ray. And if you do want to tip us, we'd very much appreciate
Not necessary,
that.
but very much appreciated.
Thank you.
And as Ray mentioned and John mentioned, I just started a Patreon page also. I'll just mention that. If you're not familiar with Patreon, it's something I'm going to get Freebo to start doing too, but basically it's like a membership or a subscription to me and my art and my music. So I put the link in there. If you go to patreon.com/Alice Howe, you'll find everything. You can sign up for as little as $5 a month, and that's where I'll be sharing some kind of unfinished work and videos and demos of new songs and just essays that I might be writing. I shared a piece that I wrote about my song Twilight that I think you'll enjoy. So yeah, you can check that out. That's
You will.
Patreon.
It's very insightful, and yeah, I mean we kind of patronize each other, as it were, but.
I know we're joking. We're like,
yeah.
Please patronize me.
But Alice is a beautiful writer.
Thank you.
In her prose, her letters, it's some really cool stuff. I think you really enjoy it.
Speaking of Twilight.
Oh, good idea. Yeah,
What?
we write quite differently.
Yes.
In so many ways. It's kind of why the co-writing with you is so cool, because it brings together two different sensibilities, and
It's true.
bit by bit we're finding a way to obviously write our own stuff, but when we collaborate, it's getting pretty interesting.
It is, and I touched on that quite a bit in this piece that I wrote on Patreon about Twilight, where I just said, I'd never co-written a song before. I'd never really shared an unfinished song with anybody, let alone a legendary folk rock blues icon. So when I did, I was pretty guarded at first, and I really didn't want to hear any suggestions. And it was an interesting process of once I let Freebo into that songwriting process, I actually found that it was incredibly inspiring for me and just kind of made me want to write more and more, because once you have someone you can actually discuss these things with, you can kind of have this dialogue about the songs and the process that's really inspiring. So thank you. This is the song. So I began writing Twilight, as I usually do, sitting somewhere and staring off into the distance.
You were in Florida for this one, right?
I was in Florida with my mom. We were visiting family, friends, and I was the only kid, so I got to go hang out by myself a lot, which was just fine with me. I was communing with the manatees. They were so cute. I know a dirt road in the late afternoon, where the shade and the sunlight gather in pools. There are trees to the right, twisted and wild. To my left is the sea, like a glimmering eye. Well, I'm not the first one, and I won't be the last, who's come to this crossroads and breezed on past with my destination, my only concern. One foot on the gas as the yellow light turns. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight. The ocean and I, each approaching high tide, held aloft on the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone at twilight. My lover is steady, and he tells me be still, then take a deep breath. He's hoping I will, but my mind keeps on racing till I'm far out of sight, at the end of the road, on the threshold of night. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight. The ocean and I, each approaching high tide, held aloft on the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone at twilight. Well, the sun's gone down and the twilight is past. That magic hour, it never lasts. It's a long strand of pearls, one that I'll never own. And the answers I seek are the smallest of stones. So I work till I'm tired, then I lay down to rest. Let's try that again.
Go ahead. Ready?
So I work till I'm tired, then I lay down to rest. And that takes just a bit of this weight off my chest. But the years stretch before me, I admit that it's true. This restless pursuit is what I'm called to do. And there's nothing like being alone at twilight. The ocean and I, each approaching high tide, held aloft on the waves of my pride. I'm better off walking alone. Yeah, I hate to leave being alone at twilight.
I tried a little jazz in there for a second. It didn't quite work.
Hey, Bev Noble.
Beverly,
So good to see you.
I hope Jim is with you and not off straying around just looking for you know what.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
Trouble?
Going back. Trouble, yeah. I'm sure he's not.
Oh. Thank you, Ray. Well, this is really feeding my soul. It's kind of what's so cool about having you guys commit to coming ahead of time is that you really, really want to be here. And I feel that. So, it's like a special club.
It is a special club. They all signed on. It's Ray's club, Ray's Sunday club.
I love it. Yeah, you all, definitely keep in touch with Ray. Obviously, you're music lovers, and he's going to have some amazing artists coming up in the next few weeks. I think he's having, I don't want to misspeak, I can't remember, but the list is very cool, as I recall. So, what are you thinking?
I think I want to send a song out to the homeless people in this COVID-19 crisis and challenge, and I can only imagine what a challenge it would be for any of them, especially if they get sick. Where do they go? And social distancing and just the whole deal. I've said this many times, you've heard it, but for the grace of God, there go I. And a whole lot more people in this time are becoming homeless, losing their jobs. And who knows what's going to happen to the economy, but I want to send this out from a place of empathy, and that's a place that I wrote it with my partner Karen Taylor Good on this song, and turned it into a duet once Alice and I started working together. When there's no place like home. To be your neighbor. I had my job and I had my pride, but they shipped them both to China, and it ripped the hole inside.
They took my house last summer. Now I'm hungry, cold, and scared, and I'm wondering, does anybody care?
When there's no place like home, and you're out on your own, you feel abandoned and alone. When there's no place like home. I used to be a hero, the strong, the proud, the few. When duty called, I stood up tall for the red, white, and blue.
But no hero's welcome waited when his damaged soul returned.
Uncle Sam don't give a damn, that's what I learned. When there's no place like home, and you're out on your own, you feel abandoned and alone. When there's no place like home. Please don't look right past me. A simple smile could help me make it through. I could be you.
If home is where the heart is, then where's the heart supposed to go? When your living room's a cardboard box and your address is Skid Row.
If a man's home is his castle and the place where he is king, what happens when he loses everything? When there's no place like home, and you're out on your own, you feel abandoned and alone. When there's no place like home. When there's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Freebo. It's too sad. I need something to pick me up.
Okay, why don't you pick up
You
the bass?
got any
Nick?
ideas?
Yes, pick up the bass.
I mean, it's beautiful, but
Thank
Oof.
you. It is a sad song. And as you know, Alice, there's something kind of sad about this song. And Michael Jokum, maybe you can relate to this one. Michael and Karen and their beautiful dog. And,
oh my God, Willow.
oh, Willow is just the sweetest.
Let's send this out to Willow.
Yeah. Send this out to my beloved Hepburn as well. You know, I miss her, but she was the genesis of this song.
Oh my gosh, Ray is saying some very, very kind things. You might want to.
What did he say?
You should read it.
Where is it?
At the bottom there.
In a world full of cynics and naysayers, Freebo is a truth teller, and he has graciously been sharing his light, talent, and support with Alice. That's very sweet, Ray. Thank you,
beautiful.
man. Appreciate that. Well, actually, I turned Ray on to Alice. We were in an elevator, I believe, at a folk alliance, and I can't remember exactly how it came up, but I was very boldly said, "Hey Ray, you got to come up and see this girl. She's like really good, you know. Somebody I'm working with. She's got a great. Well, let me see if I can. Ray, come on, you got it." I practically dragged him up, and he's been a fan ever since. So glad that worked out, Ray. I really am. It was,
Oh, welcome
cool.
from England. Very cool.
Who's here from England?
Steve, a certain Steve Pullen.
Well, thank
Steve,
you, Steve.
where do we know you from? Did we see you when we were over there? Remind us, please. I'm so glad you could make it. I guess this is great timing for a European show.
It is.
All right. Well, the show
She
must
loves
go
my
on.
dog more than me. A true story, for the most part. Maybe some of you dog people can relate to it. And please do sing along when you get the chorus. Ready, Alice?
Ready.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. Once upon a time, everything was so fine, cozy, just my baby and me. I was so well fed, had my breakfast in bed. I was the happiest a man can be. Then my buddy called up, had the cutest little pup. I couldn't help but take him in. Little did I know her affection would go to my new little four-legged friend. Now she loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loved my dog. And she loved my dog more than me. Ba 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 ba. We were lying by the fire, burning with desire, when suddenly to my chagrin, as the fire got to stoking, came a cold nose and poking somewhere it should not have been. I thought she'd shoo him away, but she told him to stay. It kinda took me out of the zone. Now a man's best friend gets a girl in the end, and I'm left holding the bone. Cause she loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loved my dog. And she loved my dog more than me. Ba 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 ba. You're grooving really nice on the bass here, Alice. I love it. So I'm sitting here fuming while he's getting all the grooming. That ain't how it's supposed to be. Well, you know I don't hate him, but I got an ultimatum. Baby, it's the dog to me. Well, I got a reply. She let me outside, and she handed me my people chow.
Ouch.
Now I'm She loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. There's a moral to the story. When you fall from the glory, you gotta do it gracefully. So I'm back in the bed with the dog at the head. We're a nuclear family, and I accept my fate. You know this little debate, because it ain't no democracy. From the moment it came, it gave a doggone shame. It'd been a doggone shame.
You guys have to sing the third part, okay?
It'd been a doggone shame that she loved my dog more than me.
1, 2, 3.
She loved my dog more than me. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. One more time. She loved my dog more than me. Come on, Beverly, sing along. She loved my dog more than me. I love my dog. She loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. Yes, I love my dog. She loved my dog, but she loved my dog more than me. Nice. All right. Grooving, Alice.
Oh, he saw me at the Green Note. Excellent. I love that, at the Green Note a couple weeks ago. Isn't it wonderful that we get to just travel to London but never leave the house?
Oh, was he on the live stream?
He saw there's a great venue in Camden Town, London called the Green Note, and they hosted me for a virtual show a couple weeks ago.
And you know what? They're going to host me in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure exactly when it is, but I think it's sometime around the 20-something. But come check it out.
I'm glad that made you smile, Joe.
What's that?
That song. Great. Excellent. Well, we got
A little
time,
bit
right?
more time, yeah.
Born under a bad sign. I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, wouldn't have no luck at all.
I turned Alice on Albert King
I'm
the other day.
obsessed.
Born under bad sign. He said, you want to hear something cool?
Wouldn't have no luck at all.
Yeah, loving it.
That's not what I was planning on playing, though.
No, I just couldn't help it. Hope you're all having fun out there. We're having fun here.
All
Really
bets are off. We've just,
Just having fun.
we're just
really.
having fun.
We're lucky we get to do what we do, you know? We are.
I love what your friend Will McFarlane said.
What do you say?
He said it a few times to me. He's like, he's an electric guitar player and played with Freebo in Bonnie Raitt's band for many years. And he picks up his guitar and he's like, I still get to do this.
And get paid for it. Somehow pay the rent. Yeah, it's cool. We're lucky.
I'd like to play Let Go. I'd like to do a couple songs that are actually going to be on the next record when we get to go back to finish up.
Back to Muscle Shoals, and speaking of Will McFarlane, he's been in the Muscle Shoals rhythm section ever since he left Bonnie's band in 1980, and he actually got inducted into the Nashville Musicians Hall of Fame as part of the Muscle Shoals rhythm section. So
I think the Alabama Music Hall of Fame too.
probably both, yeah. But anyway, Alice and I were talking about where to do the next record, and we were in Nashville and went down and visited Will and his lovely wife Janet, and saw a Fame studio and talked about maybe how can we go and record a tune or two, and that led to, hey, let's do the next record there, and we did 6 tunes in 2 days, and just a
So
wonderful
much
rhythm
fun.
section with Jeff Fiedler on guitar and Will and my old buddy Mark Jordan from the Edison Electric Band on keyboards, and
Justin Holder on drums.
Justin Holder on drums, and I got to produce and play bass and channel all my David Hood stuff, and it's some really soulful stuff, and Alice of course just really showed up in her soulful being, and it's really cool when that kind of synergy happens, and I think that's what this is about. It's what musical interplay is about, that each person lifts the next one up, and everybody's listening, and so everybody gives everybody else ideas. Michael Joachim, you certainly know what I'm talking about, and it was magic. So we were supposed to go back in April, and then COVID happened, and now we're talking about going back in September.
We'll
Hopefully
see.
we can. So
This is a song that we cut back in September. And I think it'll speak for itself. It's called Let Go.
you doing it in F sharp?
I am. Is that okay?
Sure.
Is that acceptable?
It's going to be what it's going to
You
be.
have that key on that thing?
I do. It's somewhere in here, somewhere between the non-frets.
The day after Christmas, I'm headed down south on a plane. All alone in my seat, and I'm watching the cold morning rain. Hazel said, come to the island to settle your heart. She said, peace will not come in a day, but you may as well start. After all, there's one thing I know, that you got to be strong to let go, let go. I was out of my mind, 'cause I'd gather up my resolution and lose it each time. And night after night he is asking me, what can I say? Yeah, it kills me, it's breaking my heart, but there's no other way. After all, there's one thing I know, that you got to be strong to let go, let go, and don't be afraid, it's never too late, but I got to be brave and believe that our story's not done, that the answers will come, though for now there are none. I told her I couldn't believe it was time to move on. She told me, with all due respect, you are already gone. So we walked on the beach and we sent out a prayer to be free, to the palms and the waves and the foam strong to let go. Let go.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Should I do Travel and Soul? Should I do
I
something?
was going to say Kenny. Bad Medicine? No? Well, your choice. You travel a song if you want to do it.
You guys want to hear another new one? Well, there's a 30-second delay, so by the time you tell me, I will have already started doing it. But that's okay. I would like to play this other song that is newer. And it's, I guess it's my attempt to just say what I feel, what I notice, you know, in my travels the last couple of years. And I started to get this feeling that we've discussed many times where you're looking out the car window and any town, America, looks so much like the last one, where it's all become corporate, you know, chain stores and restaurants and hotels and banks. And, you know, it's just something that I find sad. And I've asked Freebo, you know, was it always like that, you know? And you're like, no, it's really kind of in the last 30 years. So it's that was kind of the impetus for this. I was driving and singing to myself, which can very often be a productive time, and got me thinking about many other things. And this is where it took me. Is that right?
F sharp.
Is that?
Is what it is.
Apparently I really like F sharp
Apparently,
today.
yeah.
Sorry, Freebo.
We should do it in G, but it is okay. Whatever feels right.
It's really not what feels right, it's what I remember,
Okay.
which is apparently this right now. No, you know what? Let's do it in G. I am a traveling soul with a brand new set of wheels. They ask me how I do it. I said I like the way it feels. This is the life I chose, seeking truth along this road. Well, it's easy to be running, but so hard to stay behind. I have to keep in motion to ease my worried mind. But the more I see, the more I fear just what I'll find. It's the same old two-lane highway and the same old moon above, a world of contradictions and the longing to be loved. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. Well, the towns that pass my windows, they all start to look the same, overrun by corporate greed disguised as household names. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. It's a bitter pill to swallow. The country that you love has a history of violence that is written out in blood. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. It's the same old two-lane highway and the same old moon above. I'm a world of contradictions, but I'm longing to be loved. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. I could drive all night on this brand new set of wheels, but they ask me how I do it. I said I like the way it feels. This is the life I chose, seeking truth along this road. It's the same old two-lane highway and the same old moon above. A world of contradictions, but we're longing to be loved. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. I am a traveling soul, seeking truth along this road. On this road, a traveling soul.
Nice.
Thank you. Whew. Gotta be careful there. Vigorous finger picking makes one's capo slide right off.
Vigorous finger picking. Vigorous finger picking.
Oh, hey, Charles. Victoria met Albert King in 1973 in Iowa City, Iowa, when she was 18 and working as the night auditor at the Holiday Inn, checking people in. He
Wow.
commented on the beauty of Iowa women. Wow, that is great.
That's very cool. Wow.
The beauty of Iowa women. That's great. Love those Iowa women. Carry me to my grave.
Well, I want to do a song I don't play very often.
Do I know it?
I don't think you do, but you've heard it before. But this is a song that I usually bring out at Memorial Day last week. And what's interesting about Memorial Day, and I was writing in a piece for my book about Memorial Day, and back when I grew up, Memorial Day parades and the glorification of war and the honoring of the soldiers, and I think the soldiers should definitely be honored, as should the peacemakers. Anybody who's sacrificed something and made a difference in this world for something, for an ideal. But this song goes out to all the soldiers who did not die, who did come back from a war and came back differently than when they went, with perhaps some physical scars, definitely some mental scars. And this song was actually inspired by Ron Kovic, If you're not sure who Ron Kovic is, he wrote Born on the 4th of July, that Tom Cruise did such an excellent job of acting in that movie. So I'd like to share this with you. It's called A Soldier at War. I'm a soldier at war. I know you've seen my face before. I am red, white, and blue. I am black and brown and yellow too. I have killed and I have died, all alone and damaged deep inside. And the child I used to be was sacrificed for some insanity. Left the boy now half a man. My innocence was lost in a foreign land. I fought so hard and I fought so long. I fought for my country, right or wrong. In the eye of the slaughter, no star-spangled banner did I see. There is blood on the water. It's flowing like the blood inside of me. In smoke-filled rooms, the men of might will send your son somewhere to fight. And I am one of many more, just pawns in a holy war. In a field where the food used to grow, there's a murder of crows. Now the war is dead and gone, but the battle goes on and on. And the dream that used to be is buried so deep inside of me. I believe what I was told, but all that glitters is not gold. I still see my brother's hand. Why he died I'll never understand. I'm a soldier at war. I know you've seen my face before. Just a name and loaded gun. One more lost, forsaken son. I'm a soldier at war. Just a soldier at war. Funny when you do a song like that, kind of inhabits you. I did not go to Vietnam, and I have no shame about that. I consider myself lucky and somehow didn't happen. My heart goes out to all those who did, including you, Jim Noble, good buddy. Alice, want to play a little bit more bass?
Sure.
Where is it? Let me do it. Oh, here it is. Pick it up a little bit here.
Do you want to do, like, can I do one more?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we can, you know, can we go over a little bit, maybe?
Yeah.
Here's another message song. I guess a lot of my songs are message songs, but in the protest yesterday, it was kind of heartwarming to see somebody carrying a sign that said, "If not now, when?" And,
I pointed that out to you. I was
did
very
point,
proud I noticed
yeah,
that.
you did point that out to me, and I thought, wow, how cool. You know, maybe I can. You never know when you write a song, you know what kind of legs it has or where it will be represented, but you know, it's kind of a universal concept that you know, we all tend to put things off, and just a question of time if and when we get around to doing them. This was really about me writing songs, is where it stemmed from, but you can do whatever you want to personalize it, and I guess it works in terms of you know, changing our society and what happens with COVID and, you know, police violence and elections and so many things. Just put your own spin on it. This is our spin, and we're going to do a little surprise for you in the middle of it. If not now, when? Ready, Alice?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I was a young boy, I had these dreams. Time didn't matter, so it seemed. Now I'm still a dreamer. Was back then. The time keeps screaming. It's not now, when.
Hundreds of heartaches,
The broken down plans. So many what ifs. And what if I can't? My fear held me captive, caged in a pen. Time to break free, boy. It's not now, when. It's not now, when. It's not me who. I can't pretend, 'cause I know it's true. I make this vow, I swear, amen. My time is now. It's not now, when. Doubting and blaming, it's time to let them go. 'Cause this healing journey, it can go so slow. But I hear these voices again and again. They keep on calling. If not now, when? If not now, when? but that don't mean she's slow. Got a flame from my stack and my smoke's blowing black and cold. You know my hometown's coming in sight. If you think I'm happy, you're right. 16 on the road and I'm gonna make it home tonight. Bridge. It's time to take this leap of faith without aiming. Hello to destiny and goodbye regret. Everybody sing, if not now when? If not now when? If not me who? If not me who? I can't pretend. I can't pretend, cause I know it's true. Cause I know it's true. I make this vow. I make this vow. I swear amen. I swear amen. My time is now. My time is now. It's not now when. It's not now when. I make this vow. I swear amen. The time is now. It's not now when. Say it again. It's not now when. If not now when.
Shall I do one more and then you can do one more and then we can do Angel?
Yeah, I like that idea. That'd be perfect.
Okay. Gotta see what they're saying.
What are they saying? Hope they like what we're playing. Let's see what they're saying.
Well, Don Cohen is sold for life now after that song.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you, Don.
Sold for life. What does that mean?
On us.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
It's a good thing.
That's a real good thing. Great.
Ooh.
What?
Joseph is asking for what about the funk? Maybe that could be your last number.
Ooh, boy, it's either that or standing ovation. We can ask for. Okay, we're going to put up a vote because by the time she finishes, we'll see. Votes for either, for my last
For
song,
Freebo's last song.
either standing ovation or funk up the folk.
Very different.
Completely different kinds of songs, both with their own messages, by the way.
You can cast your vote.
Cast your
And
vote.
we will.
And Ray, you know, since we can't really see it, Ray, why don't you add them up and let us know what the verdict is, okay? Including your own, you get a vote in this as well.
Do I get a vote?
Yes, you get a vote.
I won't share my vote because that would influence the
It would
populace.
definitely influence the population, for sure.
Well, this was a request from Jessie, and I'm going to play it for her. In honor of your friend Hap and also my dad.
Oh. Hap Peely was a friend of mine from Swarthmore. We went to school, out of high school, and we played football together. Hap was a year older than me. He was quarterback. I was a halfback, and we played both ways, actually. But Hap was a beautiful guy, and it turns out that Hap was also a teacher for Bonnie Raitt. At, I think, I forget what school it was, kind of like a prep school. But, so it's kind of a small
funny.
circle, so. You said it's Jessie?
Yeah, his daughter.
So this goes out to you, Jessie. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and just I'm sure you know your dad was just a stellar human being on so many levels, and he lives with us.
This is a song that I wrote for my father, who passed away when I was 18. His name was Sandy. Ooh, squeaky. Yeah, this song is from my EP from a few years ago, and it's called Nothing But You. Gone in a flash, gone in a flame, gone in the dark, gone when I call your name. Under a wave, under the ground, under my skin, and still you hardly make a sound. I look back, still I see nothing but you. Cabin floor, a piece of gold. I'd take anything, anything my hands can hold. A dream that lingers in the light and leaves you stumbling back toward that gentle night. I look back, and still I see nothing but you. What if I wake to find I was mistaken this whole time? But if I'd never lost you, you may never have been mine. Gone in the winter, gone in the spring. The leaves were falling, then I swear I heard you sing. Summer's come, I look around, still you're nowhere, no you're nowhere to be found. I look back, still I see nothing. I look within, and still I see nothing but you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, let's see what the verdict is here.
Thank you, Ray. That's beautiful. Thanks, everybody. Okay. I'm seeing 3 standing ovations and 2 funks. Yeah, I think the people have spoken.
If that was the Supreme Court, it would be
Yeah.
standing ovation. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, we'll just do that. Then we'll get one more little surprise for you. We went a little over. I hope that's okay with you all.
Is that okay, Ray? 30-second delay. Talk to the people now.
We're the inaugural concert, so we get to, fudge the rules a little bit.
Do we?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
We just know they don't have anywhere better to be, so
Well, you never know.
thanks for indulging us,
There's a
y'all.
lot of good online stuff going on today. Yeah, there were a couple things the same time as us, so thank you for choosing us. We really appreciate that. And appreciate you, Ray, and we appreciate all of you. I mean, we would be doing this on our own at some point. Probably wouldn't be a concert, but we'd be playing music. But to be able to share it with you all, to me, that's what this human connection's all about. Is sharing each other's reality and who we really are. And this is a very large part of who we are. So we thank you for allowing us to share it.
Oh, and I want to thank Dan, this wonderful sound man who helped us on our first sound check with Ray. Dan, if you're watching, thank you for that compliment about my audio skills. I'm working on it. It's definitely been a fast learning curve, which scared the crap out of me at first, and then I just kind of started practicing making this whole setup happen, and it's not so hard after all.
Oh, you did a great job. Standing ovation. This goes out to all y'all, and for really all of us for doing our best to work through this and to connect with each other and to respect each other. That's really what the Mass are all about, is not just so we don't get it ourselves, but so we don't give it in case we have it. We don't know if we have it, and just about this whole thing. Life's full of challenges, and it's a question of how we deal with them. And at the end of our life, who knows what happens? I know we die, and those who remain, have their memories of us. And I love what Maya Angelou said. They'll never remember what we said or what we did, but they'll always remember how we made them feel. And that to me is what this is all about. Standing ovation. Life is a comedy, the part that we play is never as clear as it could be. Or maybe a drama, who is to say? But it always turns out as it should be. And if I am a player who's played his part well and did it with humor and grace, when I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry,
Don't you
it's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. You write your own story as the pages unfold, but you're never quite sure of the ending. Maybe it's destiny, maybe it's choice, maybe we're all just pretending. In the tale of a lifetime, if it all comes around and you only receive what you're sending. When I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a it all. Some work so hard for so little. We sink to the bottom and we rise to the top, but mostly wind up in the middle. The more we are different, the more we're the same. I'm just one more who's worked through the riddle. And when I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry,
Don't you
it's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. When I die, give me a standing ovation, a celebration for a job well done. No need to cry,
Don't you
it's not my final destination. I'll be at the station when the train comes by. Oh yes I will. Oh yes I will. Nice, Alice.
Thanks,
Thank
Freebo. All right, folks. This will be our last song.
Oh no!
I know Freebo, I think we've not overstayed our welcome, but
Well, it's like two sets combined into one, right?
look, we can't help ourselves, all right?
Well, as long as everybody stays, that's okay.
Well, we wouldn't know if they left, so it's
No,
perfect.
we wouldn't.
Tell them about this song. It sounds like this. It's really modern.
Well, this is a song you all know, and I feel very proud of my part in that because back in the day when I played with Bonnie, the early 70s, and we were a duo, 71, 72, and 73, and Bonnie would bring a song to me and I would learn it, we'd work out an arrangement, and this is an arrangement we worked out, and I'm very proud of my part of that, and it found its way onto an iconic version that Bonnie recorded, and many people have recorded, and I just recorded on my new record of John Prine's beautiful song, Angel from Montgomery. And so I came up with my own arrangement of it, and Alice and I started working together. So this is our arrangement of my arrangement of Bonnie's and my arrangement. Hope you enjoy it. Angel from Montgomery. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another. The child has grown old. Dreams of thunder, lightning was desired. This old house would burn down such a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just giving me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. You weren't much to look at,
There's flies in the kitchen, I hear 'em all buzzing, and I ain't done nothing since I woke up today.
How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery.
Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Yes, it is. Thank you, John Prine, for that song. May you rest in peace.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, everybody. Peace to all of you. Until we see you again. Want to read a little bit of that, Alice?
Yeah, Ray's very happy. Great. Soul nourishing. Up close and personal. Loving the extras. All good stuff. We'll read it later.
Great.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you, everybody. Really appreciate you tuning in. Thank
Yeah.
you for the support.
All right. Take care, y'all. See you later.